here in Oklahoma.
It was 75 degrees.
It was. I actually started out with pajamas underneath my work clothes. So in the middle of the day, I had to go and take them off because I was sweating.
Yeah.
It was bad. Hope everyone's having a wonderful week.
I was hoping Braylee wasn't going to burn up at school today because today was pajama day and she has one of her little nighties, but it's a Christmas nightie, so it's thick. And I had her wear pants underneath it. I knew it was going to be in the 70s, but a few days ago it was supposed to be in the 70s and it barely reached 60s, so you never know.
Here in Oklahoma, it changes very, very quick.
Yeah. If you don't like the weather, wait 5 minutes, it may change.
I'm trying to get it to pull up here on the app.
Brenda said, great timing, just got home from work.
Awesome.
Hello, Ed, Husker Boy, Carol, Rebecca, Comfy Sunday, Carol, Terry, Kelly, Carmen, Lori, and there's a whole bunch more, but hello to everyone.
Yes, we have, the last week's been so busy around here. We've got a lot of stuff done.
But a lot of stuff still to do.
Yeah, we've videoed quite a bit of it, which y'all have already seen the video of us laying the rock. I'm not a rock layer, but hey, it works. We did get some rain, and we didn't get very much mud in the camper other than going out and feeding the animals. So
yeah, we may have to make a walkway to the animals.
Yeah.
No.
Donald, good evening to you as well.
You made me say and I lost my train of thought.
Kelly, how are you?
Oh, we're supposed to get a lot more rain this week. Have you looked at that? I figure that's why we.
So hopefully in the morning we're going to get up and get a couple more loads of rock.
That's what I didn't know you was going to say.
Go ahead and smooth everything out and get a good foundation. And I think later on we're going to probably get some more rock and put it up at the beginning of the property. It's worked down really, really good to where you actually see some mud now. So
yeah, we actually tracked the mud onto our pretty rock.
Yeah.
But hey, it doesn't go inside though.
Yes, we are doing really good. I'm doing really, really good. Today was my Friday, so I'm off the next 2 or 3 days. And
it's my Friday every day.
I always like that because that means I get to do a lot of stuff. We actually went to Lowe's the other night and got a few items for the tiny home. And we went in there tonight and try to draw everything out where everything's going to go.
Tape everything.
So it's going to be amazing. It really is. We actually have sat down and went through and got all the items we need, how many we need, and what we got to get. But you know, we're not going to get them all at once. We're going to get a little bit by a little bit.
Maybe you could just make a walking path to the animals, not as wide as driveway. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know, I think it's fine. We have our boots and the kids have their play shoes. But I don't know. We may.
What's that?
Make a small walkway to the animals, like
just
as wide as like the wagon or something.
Yeah, but I mean that's the deal. Is it's going to get muddy, so that's just going to be part of it. We just have the boots.
Yeah.
So the sheep are kind of on hold right now, but we do have 2 more new animals that arrived that was unannounced. One of my co-workers said, "Hey, I got these guys. I can't have them no more. So do you want them?" So I was like, "Sure. Are they male or female?" And he said female. And I was like, "Well, I will take them." So that will be coming out in a couple videos. And if you've looked very, very close,
you may see them in some videos already.
You might have already seen them in videos already, but you just didn't realize it because they blend in with the herd.
If that gives you any idea what they might be.
Yeah.
I have no idea where gravel goes. It disappears. We have been putting it down for years and still have to buy loads every year or so. Yeah, that's what some people say. Put down like a tarp type paper, but I've also heard that the rocks will go right through it. So really, it's just something you have to live with.
I
Is
know
getting more and more and more.
I know Dutch put some on his driveway, and which at the time when we started when we very started the roadway and stuff, um, obviously we spent quite a bit of money on the rock. When we ordered eight semi loads. At the very beginning, and it just wasn't fitting our budget to get the cloth. Um, I'm not. Something's happened to Chad. I have not got to catch up on videos this week, so I'm not for sure what's going on.
I don't know.
Sam, I am Wag Bars for Christmas. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
It's always good to see you in here. And speaking of Wag Bars, our lovely friend from down south, Mr. TC, has sent me something, got me something specially made, and I just thought about it. I'm going to. Is it in the car still? Yeah, go get it. TC, it was awesome, and Wag Bars made me think of it. I do love the Wag Bars. If you can't see them already, they're right here. That's the new pack. But TC has definitely sent us several things for the farm. We got some water hoses coming and some sprayers, and we're definitely going to put them to use. So we might have to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. This is me and Max.
The picture.
The picture, me and Max. And then, as you see, 10% off Wag Bar. Use Eddy family. And then at the top,
Wag Bar, Wag Bar. What you gonna do when I come get you?
So, yeah.
It's for a banner.
Which I'm putting this up right now until we get into our new home. But yes, thank you so much, TC. I got a laugh out of it, and that's pretty awesome.
Hey, we could put it in the new barn, and Leighton can wake up to it every day.
Yeah. Yeah. There's TC's in here as well. So yeah, thank you so much. We greatly appreciate it. We are very blessed with all of our subscribers that have been so good to our family and leaving comments, and it's been amazing. Ever since we moved out here, it's really amped up, and we're just very blessed. Now we do have
hey, Andel.
We do have the subscribers that think that we're the worst on the world. This week we got some pretty rough comments, but I think one of them was somebody watches to see what catastrophe I have next. Everything we do is a catastrophe. And one is about finishing stuff, which, they don't know the backstory to it. I got rid of all my tools. I was borrowing tools to build the shed. And the latest one is they're going to turn us into CPS, which here in Oklahoma, it's DHS. It's, Department of Human Service on our kids. And one of the deals was Leighton, we're building Leighton a room in the tiny home, tiny shed, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, Tanya, I did read your comment. She put one in place.
So on that, we're so on that, they said that they was going to report us to DHS, which, I mean, they said something about I'm in law enforcement, I ain't above the law, but here's the deal. I checked into all this before I even started it. I even called again today, the actual supervisor of our area, and told her what was going on. We was living in a camper, and we're all staying in this camper, and she says, I see no problem with you. You got running water, you got sewer. Um, what I mean, there's a lot of kids out there living a lot worse. And I told her that I said, "Here's the deal. I'm fixing to build a tiny home next to our trailer, and we want to give our oldest boy some privacy, let him have his own room. Is there any issue with that?" And she is like, "It's next to the trailer. What's their issue?" I said, "I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. That's what that's going to say. I was just going to let you know ahead of time if you get calls."
And when you think about it, though, with Leighton's room will be right here, and then our bedroom's right here. Not even how far would you say that? I mean, if you're thinking about a house, he's actually closer to us than when most houses you have your parents' room on this side of the house, and then you have the kids' rooms on this side of the house. Not all houses, obviously. I mean, our house, the rooms will be kind of close together, but it's there's just doors between them, just like you have doors on each room of your house. So
And so
we just ignore them.
yeah, we ignored them, but I just wanted to double check and make sure. And I knew I'd spoke with a worker before we moved out here because I don't want to put us in that situation. And she said, want to know how far it was. Told them, eventually have water in there. That we're going to have our kitchen and stuff. And she was like, no, there's no. I don't know. Which I didn't know where they're from. She was like, I don't know where they're from, but that is better than what a lot of kids even have. So she was like, don't stress it. You're perfectly fine. And that just made me feel better because I'm a big worrier. But
And that's what I think the only thing she said is make sure that there's a smoke detector. But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
something that we have in the RV now, and we'll probably put a couple, one closer to his room, and then over by the washer dryer room or whatever. But yeah.
And that was another. You could tell that they don't watch our channel. They just come in and want to write a bad comment. Is because they're saying how too young he is. But as y'all know, is ever since he's been a little kid, he's always been beside me and want to learn everything I do, and it's caught up with him. And he is older than his age in his ability. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. Let's try to get caught up on these comments
I
real quick.
know. He's talking.
Sorry. Parents raise their kids. Yes, I agree. Unless they're sexually abused. And here's the deal. I've took many kids out of bad homes, abusive homes, but I took many kids out of homes for being filth. One particular case, I'll never forget this. Walk in the house and there's a daggum 3 month, I think 6 month old baby in a little playpen, and had like 3 or 4 bottles there, and he's sitting here.
Old bottles.
Oh, but sitting here, drink like got this bottle sucking on it, and it's clobbered milk, and I'm like, get it away from him. But while I bend down and I pick him up, and I'm holding him out here, doing the baby talk, and I sit there and I see lice. They're so big that I could see them without even. He's moving his hair, which I removed the kids from the house, and they got their kids back about 8-9 months later, but they live in a new house, and their house is a lot cleaner than what it was. So
yeah, they raise them how they want to be. How's the kangaroo?
he's good. He's just. I haven't got him to where I want to get him out in the public. We have several people want us to bring him to Tractor Supply, but that's a huge liability. I just want to make sure he's ready before we do that. Like I said before, I may eventually, find him a new home. If so, it'd be late, a little bit later on, just because I do get worried. I did get worried of a lot of the comments people said. I don't like it that, I have to worry about the kids getting in the pen and stuff like that. But I don't know. We've been praying about it, and we're just going to pray and see what God lays on our heart. And if it is to get rid of him, that's what we'll do. So.
It's like an extension of your home. Safety issues I get, but neglect, abuse, they are not watching your family. He might be 10, yet going on 15.
Yeah, he is.
Those people don't have anything better to do than say mean things. Don't listen to them. Yeah,
And we don't listen to them, but here's another deal is like we really read all of our comments. Some of them we just heart because it takes hours, but we really do read all of our comments, and we get such great comments, and you see a negative one and it's just like, wow. And you try to understand and look at it through their perspective, and it's just like, what in the world is I just don't know.
TC said, see, that's why I got the fire safe heaters. We
Yep.
actually have it right here.
Yeah.
I don't have to use it tonight. I just grabbed a hoodie because it's starting to get a little bit chilly, but not enough for a heater.
Doris, thank you so much. $20 super chat. We greatly appreciate it. And like I say, that's if y'all haven't learned yet. I like to say, like I say, But we've had
Like I say, but
another subscriber reach out. She wants to stay anonymous, but she is helping us with a lot of materials that's going into her tiny home, and it's just amazing how many people. And we're not asking, and please don't take that we're asking. We're not asking for nothing, but it is amazing how many people have been so good for us, or good to us and our family, and we're really thankful for that, and we want y'all to know that.
Yes. I pray for y'all for things to do well, and I think y'all are doing a great job. It's awesome to watch the kids help feed the animals. Yeah, I try to not record them every single time, only because they are cute, and yes, it does change up. I mean, video to video, just because the goats are gonna do something different. But it's like to me, it's like doing the same thing every single day. So I don't want to. What's the word? I don't want to overwhelm.
Continue, relapse. I
don't know, but you know what I mean.
The weather was 75 here today. It was 75.
If you have haters, it's a sign that you're doing great.
Donald, to be honest, I heard them 2 more nights after that, and we have not heard the owls outside the trailer. In probably a week or 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal is, but I've read that if they have a nest or whatever, they will always come back there. So we may have to
shake a nest.
Yeah.
I don't even know where they are.
But we got some flags and stuff that we're going to set up and get that all fixed here before too long. Once we get everything, I'm going to eventually make a bunch more chicken pens like we have over there. Make the pens to where the animals can't get out. I want to separate everything. Yeah. I'm trying to find.
All right, Tina. Good night. Well, TC's at it again. Thing is, rabbits or chickens can do harm, so keep the kangaroo. Starting to keep the kangaroo fund.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So does Maria and them help us food? Yes. So all the hay that y'all see us bring down here, that's all the hay they provide, and we do the cubes. So it's kind of a it works out perfect because here we got
We are starting to
our
get
animals
more
out there
animals.
now.
Yeah.
So it evens out. So it's nice.
I live in New Jersey and we have a bee situation. We have bees coming inside my house, but we don't know where they are coming from. Well, don't set it on fire.
Yeah. Now I've almost burnt our whole property down here several months ago.
Yeah, he didn't listen to me, but he's starting to learn.
Well, thank you, TC. We are in the works of that as well. I mean, I've already got a lot of the materials, and what I've been doing is there's some rabbit wire back there too. When we go to Tractor Supply, we end up getting a roll of wire here and there, and once we get time, we'll end up building it. And that's the deal. Is like the tiny home. You know, we get it in. We had our mind made up, but then we get inside in it last night or tonight, and we've already changed it. So I'm sure we'll change it 2 or 3 more times as well.
Yeah. So if you find the nest, destroy them. Can your land grow hay? Yes. I mean, we have hay, but
they could grow hay, but we let the animals graze through the summertime, and which as we did the Premier One fencing, did not like that. It was especially with the goat. It probably wouldn't be as bad now that we live out here, but we started buying a few panels here and there and making a pen bigger and bigger. So every paycheck we will go and get 10 to 20 more panels, and eventually over the months we eventually have enough of panels to go around the whole property, but we just make the pen bigger and bigger each time. So it's working out great.
Are we planning on making a garden next year? Yes,
Yes.
we are. We'll probably do it in the ground though, won't we? A normal garden.
Yeah, it'll be a normal garden, and it'd be a lot bigger than what we had in town. That we still have the grow jack seeds that Leighton wants to grow, and we're going to plant them. And then there's several other things we're going to plant. Like corn. I want to plant a couple rows of corn. I mean, because we eat a lot of corn, especially corn on the cob. So I want to plant 2 or 3 of those, and then learn how to store those to keep them. We got one of our deer. Well, we got one of our deer back, and we got another one ready to pick up. And the first deer pretty much made it all summer sausage, and the second deer I made a bunch of summer sausage and hamburger meat and stuff like that. So I like the summer sausage because it's just easy for us boys to eat. The boys like it, the girls don't.
Yeah, I told them to get a lot of the ground deer meat just because I use a lot of ground beef. We use it, I'd say probably 2 to 3 times out of the week. Now this was back when I had a huge oven and stove and everything, so I don't cook as much as when we lived in town, but in the camper I still cook quite a bit of beef.
Brenda, have we thought about a shower in the shed? No, we thought about a bathroom, but I think right now, we have the bathroom in the camper and the shower in the camper. We do. It is tiny, 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 but we do just fine with it. So as of right now, we're not. But that ain't to say I get in there and start building and start running through my mind.
Yeah. Are you related to Marie or just friends? We're just really good friends.
Yeah, we
like family.
Yeah, basically like family. There's not a day that we don't see them. They've helped us out so much, and to kind of be a spoiler alert, They're coming up. Marie's coming up and showing me how
Tomorrow.
to worm the horses and stuff. And she's got her own YouTube channel, and she is getting. Once you start a channel, it is so nerve wracking, and you don't have the confidence in talking to the phone. There's a lot you got to get used to, and she is the last few videos she's done. She's got a lot of confidence, and she's filming, and a story behind it. She's got a beautiful farm up there, and she's just got to find in her way to tell her story. And so many of y'all went over there and subscribed to her channel, and she's in that spot where I was at the very beginning, where you get 2 or 3 subscribers and then you lose 4 or 5 subscribers, and it kind of gets you discouraged. And like I tell her is, just keep on, keep on. You don't want the people that ain't going to watch your stuff anyways. You want the people that love animals and love family, because she's got some amazing animals, and they've done a lot for us. We couldn't be where we're at right now if it wasn't for them, because we bought the camper from them. They've helped us move. They've been really good. So if you ain't subscribed to her channel, go over there and subscribe. That would be awesome for her. Her and her
To
husband.
surprise her.
Yeah, her and her husband's actually on a dinner date, and I know, as a new YouTuber, and I do it too throughout the day, to see how many subscribers you got. If she was to look up and see that there's 20 or 40, that would make her nuts. So if y'all don't haven't, go over there and check it out. Tell her hi. Tell her that we sent you over there.
You want to
Yeah,
write it in there?
let me see
on
if,
my phone.
yeah, let me see if
It's Twisted Bee Minis, but Brandon's gonna get the link and leave it in the description. Yes, we have seen Crandall's babies and Marcy's babies. They are adorable. Harvey and, oh, help me with their name, Paxton, because we have a nephew, Paxton. I was actually just watching their latest video just right before here, and I just love them. I love babies. How many acres do we have? We have 17.4 acres here. I actually kind of show off a lot of the acreage over on my channel.
Yeah,
as well.
I cut a bunch out today, but the wind wasn't good. So she films, but she doesn't realize what I put in there.
Yeah, he edits because he has more time than I do. Just got my camper now to find the right property.
It's awesome. The camper is really not bad. It's in the evening times or when it's raining. We're all huddled up there. It's really not bad. I sleep amazing in there. I told Stephanie today, I said that, we are to go ahead and film a video of our, but, really show what we do, that we do, or because you got to have a routine, because the water pump only pumps for so long and you only got so much hot water. So I like it because it teaches the kids. Could we go get another hot water? Yes, we could. But it's teaching the kids other things about life. It's about timing. They have to get up and turn the water on and off. When they go to the bathroom, it's a different way of flushing. So you have to put your own water in there to flush. So it's things like that the kids will appreciate when they get back in their home or new home. I should have went over there and looked at
I did.
How many does she have?
2069.
2069. Before I posted it.
I just now did it.
Well, thank y'all so much. Go over there and she had 2067 when I went over there and got the link.
Oh.
So she's already got 20 subs. That's awesome. They have done us really good, so they will definitely appreciate that.
are you gonna put up the Christmas tree in the tiny house? That would make a great video, watching the kids' eyes light up. I don't know what Brandon plans on doing with that. We have different ideas. He wants a real tree off the farm, but I don't want to mess with allergy medicine with like 3 of the kids and me.
Joe Master,
So
thank you so much.
I'm more about getting a fake tree and putting it in the tiny house. So I don't know. We're going to walk around and look to see if we can find a good tree. I kind of walked, that's why I was really walking the property today, was I was looking at cedar trees, and we have a lot of big ones, and then we have a bunch of little bitty ones. So finding the right size is kind of a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, it is. Awesome, Dean. Thank you so much. Jen, thank y'all. Yeah, we greatly appreciate it. And, you know, the ponies are hers. We'll eventually get some ponies. I love ponies. I love the miniature animals.
I think we will start them out, like we may just buy one of her babies or something
Yeah.
like that, and just let them grow up with the kids so they're more tame, and because we will be out there every single evening feeding, so the kids will be out there, and if it's anything like these baby goats, Braylee and Addison will be out there trying to train them.
Yeah. And Kayson will be out there training the chickens. I've never seen a boy so excited over eggs. When he gets off that school bus, he runs straight to the chicken pens.
Good night, Joe. And he always reminds us, wait for the eggs to be last.
Yeah.
We both complain. How is Badger doing today? Badger's doing really good. He was out there while we was feeding, obviously, and I think he's the sweetest little guy. I think he needs to get a little bit meaner. Like, not mean, but like, he needs to hold his own with the goats.
Yeah.
The goats are kind of bullying him, and he's supposed to be this livestock protector. He needs to get tougher.
I didn't see Sam did 250. I didn't see that.
It only shows on yours. It doesn't
Oh,
show on
huh.
mine. I mean, it shows on mine. I looked at that earlier. For some reason, it's...
Okay, I was to make sure I wasn't missing it.
I don't know why I did that.
What are they?
Let me go to the bottom. Oh, Urban American Homestead had 3 baby lambs tonight.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, you're gonna make me want to go get those sheep. They're pregnant too. I just don't. Oh,
Kayson's become your chicken manager.
yeah, that ain't no joke.
Yeah, Badger is a chill animal. I don't know.
He definitely is. He's come out of his shell. That's awesome.
Yeah, he stays. I love that he stays in that little. It's not really a sand box. It's like a mud box or dirt box, but he stays in it, and I knew he would love it, but I'm just even happier seeing him.
Yeah, we will. I'll do that. TC. I forget to put it in the description box all the time. I need to go put it her channel in there.
Mine.
Yeah, I
He
know.
don't like that my channel is gonna be better than his one day.
I want those sheep, and they got 3 of them, but I told him I wanted 2, but just I don't think it's right now.
Do both trees, one inside and one out.
Well, I mean, hopefully, if it gets too bad with allergies, we're not, and we may just go ahead and get a real tree. or a fake tree. Because really all we have is cedar trees. You know, it ain't like we have pines, but I don't know. We'll see.
Really sad. Yeah. She Rachel wears our T-shirt everywhere.
That's awesome.
Get sheep, Brennan.
Yeah, and that's the deal. You know, the animals. I mean, they all get along perfectly fine. We're going to build another pen back there, but um, the animals are so there. There's days that we will just go sit out there on the bank or the hay when it's not wet and just sit there with the goats. And I do it a lot because I just love just sitting out there with them and watching them jump. And it just it's amazing to sit there and look at them and think what's going through their head.
Where's the donkey? The donkey passed away months ago.
Yeah.
Like
He passed. Ed come down here. When
old age.
Yeah, he was 29 years old.
Which is fairly old for a donkey.
We was going to get another donkey at the auction, but I ended up buying a mule, so we ended up getting rid of that. And just baby donkeys are way expensive right now, so we're probably going to wait on that several months until we get everything going.
You remember when Kayson was installing electricity with his monster truck in the dirt pile? I loved that. Yeah, he's a hoot. Thank you, Beverly.
Yeah, so if y'all do try the Wag Bars, put Eddy Family in there. It's a discount code, but it's nothing extra that y'all pay, but it shows that y'all came from our channel, and they will give us like a 5% of the sale or whatever. So we benefit from it. We have to say that, or we get into trouble. And this is like the deal with YouTube. I mean, not YouTube, Amazon. Yeah, Ed scared the donkey to death.
I was about to say the same thing. Yeah. With that fish smell.
And you put that up there. So I finally dug through the trailer the other night and found my black book with all the members. We had a bunch of new ones. If you do want to be added to that list and you're a member, send me an email with that phone number so I can jot them all down and you can get a message when we go live.
Can buy a small pine tree, plant it, have grow up in a few of them trees. Yeah, we may do something like that, but I
do want to buy a tree and put it out there the first day our home is built.
Yeah, I think, yeah. That's what I said a long time ago.
Margie's been there with us for 22 months. Ed, 28 months. Wow, that's amazing.
I've only been here a few months. I must be tired. I'm delusional.
And so I'm so sorry to hear that, Terry. That's just something that I hope she lost her husband. I hope that day's a long, long ways from us, but you know, we never know. Tomorrow might be our day. My day. And I tell the kids all the time that we're not promised tomorrow, and always make sure you don't go to bed mad at one of your siblings. Tell them good night and you love them, because you're not promised to wake up.
The donkey seen how Ed cooked the fish and thought he was next.
Yeah. Going to buy some when they start selling them in Canada. Yes.
Yeah.
That you just read that. Decorate the tree out in the middle of your. Yeah, we could do that.
Do y'all have any family that lives near y'all? Tomorrow isn't promised. That's right. Yeah, Brandon's family lives in this vicinity.
Good night,
My
Aunt Dale. You
family
have a wonderful night.
lives like about an hour and a half away, and then hour and a half is like the closest, and then farther south. A lot of my family lives in Texas, so we see them usually. I try to do it at least once a year. I'm getting ready to go down there. I don't know when just yet, but I've got to get down there to see my dad.
Yeah.
543, that's pretty good.
That's probably the most we've ever had in here. That's awesome.
They
Look
like
at all
me.
the hearts. And Dale started the wonderful hearts. That's awesome. Yeah, you just never know.
With autism, our kids retested after some years to assess levels. Your new environment has really helped him progress in so many ways, and with the right tools, he will continue to improve. To be honest, we haven't even seen a counselor or anybody since he was diagnosed. Like, we went and we waited for the test results or whatever, and that was about it. They what's it called? They asked us if we would be interested in ABA therapy, which at the time I didn't really know what it is, but I still don't know like 100% on what it is. But we got signed up, and the lady came to the house, and I filled out some paperwork, and I haven't heard from her either. I need to contact them. I don't want to do it now because Kayson has came a
Long
long
ways.
ways since we've moved out here, and he doesn't. That's more for like a counselor that comes in to your house and like stays like for the like a 8 to 5 type thing, like once to 3 times a week depending on your child, and kind of sees what they do day to day and stuff like that. And I don't think he needs that.
Tony, thank you. And we both love each and every one of y'all. And like I always say, we couldn't,
Tanya.
or Tanya, um, we couldn't do this without y'all. I mean, it's watching our videos, leaving comments, going back watching other videos, that we couldn't do this without y'all. I mean, um, just because you don't send us nothing, we don't look at anyone any different. We love each and every one of y'all, and thank y'all so much for showing y'all support to our family and our dreams.
I know. Did you leave that part in my video today? I said something about I've got quite a few of subscribers because we have this channel, and it's because we have awesome subscribers that's like family, and so they come to watch me.
Love your videos.
And the
Enjoy
kids.
watching them
Mostly
every
the
time
kids.
they come out. May the Lord bless, protect you and the animals. The Lord will be right at your side all the way. The Lord will be there 24/7. Yes, He will. Yeah,
Hello, Nanette.
it's been amazing. It really has. And we probably go well with Steph's channel, the second channel. Y'all, everyone gets a double dose of us, but we do go live a lot more out here just because at night we don't have what we used to have. We don't have a TV. We don't have internet, and we have our phones, but not like we used to. TVs in the rooms.
Yes, both have IEPs. They have them through their speech, and then Kayson also goes through. He goes to occupational therapy, and he's getting better. but for his fine motor, like using a fork or a spoon, writing his name and stuff like that, he's doing so much better since he's been doing that.
Put a real tree outside, decorate it for the birds with popcorn, peanut butter, then press the bird seed in. Yeah, I seen somebody do that too.
Yeah.
The guys are the only ones that say thank you for clicking on the channel. Well, I mean, I've always said from day one, we got to where we're at because of each and every one of y'all. And I've always said that even when I grow, and this is our 4th year, I'm not going to forget where I come from, when smaller channels, as long as it's something that I will watch and my family will watch, we will definitely show our support.
Jeanette, Christmas funds for the family. God bless.
Thank
Well,
you
thank
so
you.
much, Jeanette. We greatly appreciate it.
Thank you. That's one of your keywords too.
Greatly appreciate it.
For Kayson, he should have an IEP. Yes, he does. Addison actually does a lot better too on that. On her speech, she's been doing amazing. She's been in it a lot longer than Kayson has, being older. I've worked with autistic children for 19 years. I've seen so much improvement. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you, H&K Life. No, TV is not a bad thing. No, and it's not. And when we do get our house, I will have my TV back. Because I don't know if it's because noise. I've heard some people say that, like, our house is always noisy just because, I mean, there's 4 kids and a husband. And so it's always noisy. And TV, even if it's just on and I'm not even watching it, it's like, I don't know, it feels something and it just keeps me sane, I guess. And so, yes, I will. That's my downtime because being a mom and working the farm and stuff now that we all do, you need some time to yourself, and that's me time.
And yes, the flags, I miss them as well. Unfortunately, I don't have the time, but when I do get to retire from law enforcement, I will be going back. We may not go full blown like we did, and I say that, but I just love making them. They'll come back one day, I promise.
Yes, Addison is taking, she has speech.
Yeah, on those, I've been blocking them.
Good night, Beverly.
I just not going to, because here's the deal. Leighton has just started the last couple weeks. Leighton and Addison has started reading the comments. So when y'all do leave a heart on the comments, Leighton or Addison does it, but Leighton tries to read them and respond as well. So if you get a crazy text or whatever, it's probably from him. Or a message, it's probably from him.
Good night, James. Take care. My grandson is 21 and he's on the spectrum. He was diagnosed at 4. Also has ADHD. We had him assessed every 4 years by a psychiatrist for proper meds and making sure. Yeah, we used to think, Brandon's the one that really thought about it, was that Kayson may have some ADHD. But I guess with his seizures, so-called seizures, I think they're more of a tic than a seizure. We're still trying to figure that out. But those can make you think, or can make people think that you have ADHD because you're stopping and resetting every time you have one of those. And so it kind of jolts you every time. So the doctors told us to hold off on thinking that he may have ADHD right now, just because it's going to show that he does when
Well, thank you, Wendy and Terry.
It might not really be him.
I fall asleep on TV too, so I can come in and I will start watching it and I will fall asleep just like that. Same thing with reading. Reading, I've never read a full book. Honestly, I don't see how the guys do it in jail. I mean, they
Don't have nothing else to do.
read. Yeah, so it's crazy.
TC said, "Watch out! I might have to get you a wood shop. I have an order in mind."
Man, I know. And you know, when we moved, I sold all the tools because, you know, we didn't have the room. But when we get out here, I'm thinking, well, how in the world am I supposed to build everything? So some of the things like the saw, I didn't sell it. It came out here, but
Good night, Brooke.
like the table saw, I just replaced it because I got it on Black Friday, and the Porter cable stuff we got on Black Friday, and Tractor Supply. I went in there yesterday, and they got a Porter cable set, everything in it. It's $199, but they're supposed to go on sale pretty soon. I don't know how. That's left over from Black Friday. They're supposed to yellow tag it. So
what's Porter cable?
My drills.
I mean, stuff. Well, was it just drills or all of it?
No, it's all of it. Everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like one drill was like $100, but you can get the drill, the tape, the skill saw. You get 2 drills. You get a saw, and a line. It's crazy. So remind tomorrow we need to go in there and see. I do too. I watch mainly YouTube.
There's the link to our second channel. It's Life on the Eddy Family Farm. I'm getting better at that.
She's learning.
Are the kids readers? Actually, Leighton's been a hit and miss. He kind of goes in spurts. Right now, he's reading a chapter book, and he was excited because he was like on page 135 or something like that. And so he's into it right now, but then he's more of a, if sports are going on, he's sports. Even when they're not going on, like he was playing football today, and then he had wrestling practice later. But Addison does love to read. She just has a little bit harder time with her speech reading. Her letters going together, and I don't know. And of course, Kayson doesn't read yet. So I think Addison's going to be our reader probably.
So the rock, it was right at $9 a ton. So we got 6 tons. It was like $57, something like that. And we ordered rock before, and it was $180 2 years ago. So I think it's like $220 now. So it is cheaper to do it that way. I think in the long run. But it just really depends on if you have the time, because you got to think, you got to pay the gas, you got your time is valuable as well, so that's what you're paying when you order it from the truck.
So we put the numbers to it, and it was just saved us a lot of money.
Yeah.
Thankful that William had a dump truck.
Yeah, it definitely did. And that's what I mean, guys, is Marie and William, they've been so good. Like, we clean the property with their tractor. You know, when we need a vehicle, a pickup or whatever, you know, they just loan us a pickup. You know, we don't have one yet, and we're in the looks for them. But, you know, we just need something around the farm to go to Tractor Supply and then back. So,
Margie, no, I'm pretty sure she's not dyslexic. When I say goes together, I mean like the way she says words, she leaves off the ends of the words. So when she reads them, she still leaves off the end It's not that she doesn't see it. It's just I I think she's moving too fast and she doesn't actually slow down to actually read that word.
Ed, I've never used a battery skill saw until I used one of Williams Cobalt, and we literally used that thing all day long when Crandall was here. But they got some high power batteries. The one I got is I got it because it was $20. So yeah, I'm in between. I want the same kind of tools, but I love Porter cable, but I like Cobalt too, so I got a mix of both.
Marlon says, my great nephew, who is 10, is high functioning with all aspects of autism. However, his class is a small group and they take extra time every day with him, and my nephew spends the time at night with him. Yeah, Kayson's class is actually growing because normally they get 20 in each classroom, but they have 24 in their classroom, and that's a lot. He does get the one-on-one outside, like with when he goes to speech or when he goes to occupational therapy, but more
Well, we
is
found
here.
out that the state pays them more money because of him, his
Just if you have an IEP.
IEP. Ruth, I see the Discovery Channel, and I just mentioned this because we just watched the preview. So we somehow got involved with the Discovery Channel here probably about 6 months ago. We're going to be actually on the Discovery Channel. The sheriff's office is. We arrested a predator at Falls Creek, and I was actually the one that arrested him and transported him, and it shows him coming to our jail, getting out. So that's it's a predator episode. So be looking out for that. And
Yes,
if y'all do find
Falls
it,
Falls Creek is a church camp as well.
and unfortunately, there's a lot of rapes and sexual assaults there. But here's the deal: there is a lot. We get probably 6, 7 cases a year. But what another thing you got to look at is you got 8 to 9 thousand teenagers running around this place. So you got a lot of testosterone. Uh, there's a lot of that could go bad. You put that many people in there, but I don't look forward to it when every summer it comes out. Yeah, because it's always something.
Yes, Addison, she's in a reading club, so they help her with her reading.
Tanya, if y'all do see that, let me know because I don't. I mean, I'll go watch a clip of it. I don't. We don't watch Discovery.
The kids will be in 4-H
It's something
this next year.
Predator.
Brandon's a TV star too.
You just never know. I bet. Yeah, I get it interviewed on the news quite a bit. Uh, well, thank you. You know, I, and I tried to be the great, father, husband, and all that. And reason why I'm saying this because I went into this spiel today. We had a young gentleman from our community that has got an alcohol problem. He's 18 years old now. He did some crazy stuff Friday night. He did a donut, and if you're watching this and you from here, please don't say no names. I don't want to embarrass him because I'll get to the end of it. And he ended up fighting the police, got him to jail, and did a lot of hateful stuff and said a lot of mean things there. But I brought him in. His dad called me and asked if I would. His dad's lived here all of his life, so he knows my background as well. If I would bring him in and talk to him, and did. Brought him in the office, talked to him for about an hour, and you know, at first he was just telling me what he wanted me to hear, just because I'm out of jail. But, you know, I broke it down to him and pulled up my booking photos from the same jail that he is in, and told him that it's not the end of the life if you go to jail or get a DUI. I've been down that road, you know. I've been to jail 7, 8 times. By the time I was 18 to 28, I was in jail quite a bit. Luckily, I never got in serious trouble, but the one time I did, I got put on a deferred sentence for assault and battery on a police officer for 5 years, and I completed that. And when you complete a deferred sentence, that gets wiped off your record, and it's never brought up again. And that's what opened my eyes. But I still think that this young man, he says he's going to do well, but I don't think he's at rock bottom yet. He only spent 3 nights in jail. But I don't know. Sometimes it takes other people longer than others to hit rock bottom. Just when he was in office, he was, you know, for one, worried about getting out of jail. Usually when they're doing that, they don't care about nothing. They're not listening to anything you're saying. They just want out of jail. So I called his dad. We got him on the phone and talked back and forth. And, you know, hopefully he will go to some type of counseling, and hopefully he'll reach out to me. I told him, you know, contact me anytime. You know, alcohol is not the way to do it. If you ever live life, if you've drank alcohol ever since you started, if you can live life without it for 3 or 4 months or even longer, it's a whole new ball game. You don't have to worry about going somewhere. You don't have to worry about getting stopped. You don't have to worry about killing someone. And that's what I try to tell him. But he's local, so I will get to follow him around and try to stir him the right way. Wow. You can talk now. I got to catch my breath.
You sure?
Yeah.
I think I'm done talking. Make you talk more. Brandon, we had a 6-year-old girl kidnapped here. They caught the man in Oklahoma. Dad left child in the store to go in and purchase alcohol at liquor store. Car was stolen.
Well, speaking of that, we had a 9-year-old girl, it happened in Texas, a 9-year-old girl that was abducted
by a FedEx driver.
And he killed her with an hour of luring her in the vehicle.
It was all over Facebook.
There's still a lot of details coming out, but I'm going to tell you what, there's just no place on earth for people like that. That baby, yeah, that's another deal being in law enforcement. You got to watch it when you deal with child cases. You can't think into it too much. It'll make you pull your hair out.
I don't remember where in Texas that was. Do you? I was asking.
I think it's down around Dallas. Yeah, you search abducted girl Texas. FedEx abducted girl. It's gonna pop up.
I thought that FedEx story was a hoax.
No,
this one wasn't. But there are a lot.
Okay, she was 7 years old.
What'd you say?
A 9. I was off.
I'm in Vietnam and heard about the FedEx driver. It's disgusting.
But, you know, and I have to give props to them officers. They got on it, and that's the deal. When you have a case like that, you go from the very beginning. I know a lot of people, when we go door to door asking questions, they're like, what are they doing? That's stupid. But you have to start from nothing and work back. and them guys worked back to all the vehicles that was in that area and talked to all the neighbors, and they was able to figure out a FedEx guy had came in that area, and I have to give them props. That's amazing. Yes, it is sad.
Paradise, Texas. Oh, I didn't realize that was the name
You're
of it.
more than welcome, Susan. I love it, and it's amazing to help them. Oh, he turned himself in. Well, I know they. Well, I don't know if I should put all that out there, but okay, they turned himself in. You never know. Yeah.
You going deer hunting in the morning?
Yeah, I'm getting close to that big deer. I missed him the other day about 18 minutes. 18 minutes.
It's too cold for me, and I'm not gonna sit that long. So I'm just gonna wait till he decides to walk up to me. I did. Did you put that in there?
What?
My deer.
Yeah, I put
spotting.
your deer spotting in there.
Y'all don't get to see him because I didn't have the camera held up there fast enough. But like I said earlier, I was walking the property and I seen a deer come out of the bushes and like ran really fast. But by the time I was kind of looking down at the ground, but by the time I got it up there, didn't see it. But y'all might be able to hear it.
Notice I put the people in my vehicle when I pull them over. It don't. The only thing that scares me is the first initial contact. That is the scariest part. And when you stop a bunch of cars, that is scary. You don't put it out there, but you know, before I start working on the interstate, I will stop just random cars throughout town just to work my confidence and just give me, especially after I've been off for a while, and just build it up before I work the interdiction on the interstate.
Bikers did a ride in her honor today, and they rode past her school, Fox, Fort Worth.
Wow.
Yeah, they did a pink out T-shirt. Also, I've seen that. Early morning is the best time for hunting, but not the only time. You can hunt later in the day when it's warmer. Yeah, I mean, in the mornings is kind of hard for me because I'm getting the kids up for school, and by the time I get them all, it's too late to go out there because I'd be the one spooking the deer. So evenings is when I would probably have to do it unless it was a weekend. But even when it's evening, I gotta put the kids to bed.
Right.
So, but I'm more, if I'm gonna hunt, I want to be able to walk and hunt, not just sit in the deer blind. Like I used to hunt hogs, and that's something you track them and you have your dogs, and it's just, to me, it's more fun to hog hunt than deer hunt.
Yeah, Pam. It's something that you got to want to stop as well. Well, thank you. Like I say, we do read through all the comments, and how we usually do it is we will all sit down together in a camper at the end or beginning. I try to answer some at the beginning after we release them, but it just really depends. Well, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up for tonight. We're going to start off with a busy day tomorrow and get a bunch of stuff done. But like I said before, if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be where we're at today getting to do things that we do. And we're real thankful of it. And we're going to do a lot of filming with the tiny home, shed to house. I think we call it all
Barn.
different. Barn. It's just fun, and it's fun because some of the trolls that come over, it's just fun. You know, if y'all see the trolls, go have some fun with them. If I leave it up there, really a lot of them I leave up there just to see if y'all gonna have some fun with them. But it just amazes me. Which I was going to read you
We
some
will
of
do
the
that, Wayman.
comments, but they're on that phone that they're going. So, but anyways, guys, we hope each and every one of y'all have a wonderful night, and we'll see y'all in the next video. Good night, guys.
Have a great week.